Hi, I'm Charlie Satnam, and this is the Charlie Satnam Show, and today's a very exciting, special show. Today's actually my 25th birthday. Woo! I made it to a quarter of a century. Today's actually a really interesting, different day for me. Well, not different in the present moment, but had you told me a couple of years ago that I'd be spending my day doing a couple of chores, errands, and just really relaxing and finishing my night with a yoga class and studying the holy text, the Bhagavad Gita, and really going over yogic principles, I really would have questioned that and not believed it. But that's actually what I'm doing today. I plan to go to a light dinner, then cap my night off of with I'm currently studying to be a yoga teacher, so I'm going to cap my night off with some yoga asana class, studying the Bhagavad Gita, and then really like communing with my fellow yogis. And I think it's so fitting because that's what I mean, it's feeding this image and this vortex of what I want my new year to become. I mean, today is my new year, so it's exciting because I get to set up what I want to accomplish and what I want to manifest and create in my life. And so that's actually what I wanted to share with you, a couple of those principles and things that I want to use, and I want to invite you along with this on this journey, because you can also use these principles, these universal teachings, to help you accomplish and to help you be your ultimate self. I mean, that is the goal here. And so I'm kicking off actually the 365 days of happiness. I've seen this challenge done for 100 days, 50 days, all kinds of things. And so that's actually what I want to do. I want to do a solid year of happiness, and I'm kicking it off on my birthday. So I'll finish it next year on my birthday. And so it's exciting because I want to invite you on this journey. I mean, I want to, that's one of my things that I want to do is update my social media every day. And so I'm going to update it through Instagram and Snapchat and through these videos, of course, and also sharing along the journey of what I'm learning and how I can teach it to you. That's the beautiful thing about this, and that feeds into like, it's a kind of a segue of like what this is all about. This is the avenue for sacred service. It's about living out your dharma, your life purpose, and that is my life purpose, is to share and to uplift and to inspire and facilitate people like you. And so that's the exciting part. And so a few other things that I want to incorporate in my new year are first and foremost meditation. As studying it to be a yoga teacher, one of the daily things you're supposed to have is a sadhana. It's a daily spiritual practice, and so this typically involves yoga, meditating, breathing practices, things like that, things that I plan to share with you all. And so meditation is something that I used to do consistently for about 4 years, and I saw a dramatic improvement in my life. And so I kind of fell off of that wagon, and so I'm looking to get back on and looking to get back into the flow, into the ease. I found that you can find a great amount of freedom and discipline, which sounds kind of contradictory to like what a lot of people say and feel. I know myself, I didn't grow up with a lot of consistency, rules, structure, and so I found that this is something that I crave actually. And the more and more that I give in, I find that if you have a structure, basically an idea of what you want in your life and how to get those things, that's when it all falls together. And I mean, that in essence is what metaphysics is about. Meta meaning above or beyond what you can see. Physics, I mean, the laws that govern our universe. So, I mean, it's just lining it up. And so those are some principles I plan to share with you later on. And so meditation is my first thing that I want to incorporate into my daily practice. And so I plan to share my version of meditating with you among the many versions of meditation and breathing techniques that I've learned throughout the years. And so the typical easy way that I've learned is you just pray, and then the meditation is you waiting to receive a response from God or your higher self, creator, whatever you'd like to do in that moment. And that's the beautiful part, is like, you know, so many religions, philosophies, they have these daily communications with their higher power. And I think that's definitely something that you have to have in your life if you want to be in the flow and be accomplishing what you want to accomplish and create and be your ultimate self. The second thing that I want to incorporate in my life is affirmations, also sometimes called mantras. I mean, this is something that's been practiced for millennia. And basically what an affirmation is you're affirming something. You're saying something, your subconscious mind doesn't know right from wrong, yes or no. It just knows the repetition and intention of what you keep telling it. And so I'm a solid believer in that what you look for is what you find. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the whole 365 days of happiness is I want to find happiness and joy in my life, and I want to spread those things. And that's a positive, amazing thing that you can do with affirmations. And so a simple affirmation that you could say or throughout your day is, I am whole, or I'm loved, I'm whole and centered, I'm in the present moment. These are beautiful phrases that you can incorporate into your life and that you weave back into your life and what you come back to, what you start and come back to. And so it's kind of a daily, it could be daily, it could be weekly, it could be monthly, something that you want to come back to. And the beautiful thing thing about this is that you're increasing these neural pathways, you're strengthening these neural pathways. I mean, we know now through science is what you put your attention on, that's what really activates and what you go to first in your brain and your daily habitual activities. So that's the cool thing about these affirmations is they become so instinctual to you that it's just second nature. I mean, you don't even think about it. You think it's almost like coming back to your breath or centering in on your heart or yourself. And the cool thing about these affirmations is that I plan to share these with y'all. I mean, I have so many of them. One of my favorite ones used to be, everything is just and exact. And it kind of reminds you that everything happens for a reason. And even though you can't see it in the present moment, in retrospect, it's always 20/20 hindsight. It's like, everything happened for a reason and you came out stronger and there's a lesson in it all. And so everything is just and exact. I mean, that's a simple one that you could say to yourself that really shifts your mind and forces you to look for something to be grateful for, which is an amazing principle that you can use in your life to raise your vibration and kind of switch your thinking. If you happen to be a person who's anxious quite a bit, or you feel like your mind's racing to negative mind or monkey mind as they call it, you can use this affirmation to recenter yourself. Another thing that I want to incorporate into my daily sadhana or spiritual practice is yoga. I mean, I'm becoming a yoga instructor, and yoga's been one of the things I've kind of dabbled in back and forth for about 6 years or longer, I want to say. And so the cool thing about it is, I mean, as a licensed massage therapist, I know how important it is to stretch your body and to get the blood flow everywhere and really keep both sides of your body balanced. And so it's now that I'm really strengthening and exploring that whole era and field of health and holistic practice, is that I can incorporate that into my daily practice and help share that with you. I mean, yoga it's a science of how to be your ultimate self and how to be in union with God. I mean, yoga is Sanskrit for union, and so that's the cool thing about it is I plan to share those principles with you and incorporate them and really learn what it means to be a yogi. And maybe hopefully I'll gain some of these yogi powers I hear about all these yogis having. So I mean, it's not unheard of. There's some pretty amazing people out there right now that can do amazing things. So I want to finish this off with if any of this resonates with you, I mean, like, share, subscribe. Definitely. I mean, I plan to be uploading videos weekly. The 365 days starts today. This is day number 1 of happiness, and I want you to join me on this journey back to self-discovery, getting back into the flow. Maybe for you, this is the first time to explore any of these esoteric principles, and that's what I want to accomplish with the show is, kind of bridge the gap of science and these esoteric principles and, find the middle ground. I mean, what I love about metaphysics is they find the universal meaning in all of these spiritual texts. And I mean, at the end of the day, they all kind of say the same kind of basic core principles. And so that's what I want to get back to. So like, share, subscribe, Instagram, all Charlie Satnam. And thank you so much for your love and support. I can't wait to share more with you. I'm going to finish off with one of my favorite poems from Maya Angelou, and she, little preface is, she talks about how sometimes life can be like stormy out there, and that's when it's up to you to shine a light, be somebody's rainbow in somebody's life. She talks about all these great people, and every time, or she talked about all these great people, and how she carries them with her when she needs to go through situations, and how all those people were rainbows in her life, and that's what she was to so many people. And so if there's anything that I can say to you is, be somebody's rainbow during these dark times, these stormy times. Be somebody's rainbow, be somebody's light, even if that's just for you. I love you all just because you are, and Satnam.